This is a Sony Bloggie Dual, and right now I plugged it into my desktop. This orange light here shows that it is charging. If you want the Bloggie to communicate with the desktop, you have to turn it off. You have to press this button to turn it on, and then your desktop will recognize it and install the software. So I upgraded the firmware to 1.17. That's the latest firmware. Supposed to improve the performance, like focusing. So you see here, this is the refurbished Bloggie MHS-FS2. It has a front screen and a screen on the back, so you can shoot yourself and you can look at the monitor and know whether you're inside the frame or not. So to turn the unit on, this is how it looks, and to turn the front monitor on, just press here and the front monitor is on. I would switch it off so you don't use the extra power. And this is not the touch screen model. You have to press the menu to select whatever you need to do. This is the USB port. And you have the button here to take. This is like a shutter on the camera. If you want to take a shot of whatever you're looking at, you can take a shot. This would be, depending on how your setting, it could be a 5 megapixel or 3 megapixel. The 3 megapixel is for the 16:9, so you can look at it on your widescreen TV. If you want to print something out, it's probably better to set it at 5 megapixel. It's 4:3, but it will be a usable setting for photographs. And then down here you have HD setting for your video. I'm setting it at 720p at 30 frames per second. You can set it for 1080p if you want to, 30 frames a second. Okay, and it also has a LED in the front here. You can use that as sort of like an extra lighting to light up your subject. And you see, you press it, it's on, you press it, it's off. And on this side would be the timer, and up and down would be your telephoto. I don't think I will be using the telephoto anytime soon because it's digital. You can use it to a small extent, but like I said, it's digital, so it's going to be grainy. So here's a video, 720p, taken with the Bloggie, Sony Bloggie. That's my hairy melon. Let's see how well it focuses. This is a flower. With the Flip Mino, I don't think it'll be able to close focus that much. I think this one close focus is better. This is what I have in my backyard. It just came up, I don't know what they are. I've been hearing complaints about the autofocus not reacting fast enough. It could be a function of lighting. I think generally the autofocus of this type of camera is done by contrast. So if the contrast is not high, it will have trouble focusing. Seems to be okay here. This here is backlighting of my windmill. Indoor shot of my solar charger.